Alright, and welcome back to another exciting game of Dead Rising 2. This is Dream Shipwrecked once again, and we are off to a survivor mission. Actually, it's a psychopath mission called Here Comes the Room. It's going to take us out to the strip, where there's going to be one of those little side shops that we need to go in. You know what they say, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Well, you also get married in Fortune City as well. And it's just as regrettable. So, good news, I remembered how to drop items. It only took me about, I don't know, about an hour to remember. See? I even did it. Also mayonnaise. Kind of made me laugh. Yeah, so I remembered how to drop items. The reason why I couldn't just look it up is because there's really no, keybinds menu. Which is weird. I don't know why, other than it's a blatant console port. Granted, one that runs pretty well, but, you know, whatever. So we're just going to run over to the central strip and see what we can do. Also notice that I have discovered that I actually had the dodge roll already. We must have just skipped through the notification by accident that we got it. It's actually really nice because there's quite a few times when you need to quickly get away, like you'll see in the next battle here. I wish I had known that I had that when I was fighting Antoine, because I thought that you got it at 25, but, you know, whatever. So we're actually getting quite a bit of money now, up to 95,000, which is more than we'll ever need. In a normal sense, there's one thing where you need a lot of money for to save a couple survivors, but I don't really know if we're going to do that because, you know, screw those guys. So I had a bit of a breaker's remorse here when I realized that I could just be remaking a hacker to open up those ATMs rather than smashing them in pieces. So we're going to see if we can't find a flashlight. I don't know. Maybe we'll just give up. No, that's a bucket truck. What are you doing? Looking for a flashlight. What's that? Oh, it's a flashlight! Huzzah! So we're gonna go make a hacker. Which is a flashlight and a PC tower, like the one right there. Computer case, whatever. So where do we need to go? One thing I don't like about the map for Dead Rising 2 is that doesn't automatically center on Chuck when you pull it up, so you have to sort of scan around to see where he is and try to figure things out from there. I don't know if it's just the center of the map maybe, but it's really not the center because the strip is a rectangle. I guess it must be the center of the area that you're in for at the moment. Now this area here is actually something we're going to see later when we go fight the two brothers, the psychopath brothers. But that's a spoiler for down the road, so we're not going to worry about that right now.
Damn straight.
I noticed the sword and board there. We could find some flammable materials and make another, what was it called? Infernal Arms, I think it was. But we're not going to do that. Instead we're going to grab this random mic stand. I do wish, I know that they are pushing for the creating weapons kind of thing. That was sort of the main draw of Dead Rising 2 versus number 1. Also, the stupid photographing, blah blah blah, they took it out, which is enough concept, but eh. But I do wish that the non-crafted items were a bit more viable, because really, they're all the same, except for a few, like, you know, different things, like, a friend of mine was reminding me of the shower head. I don't know if I ever showed the shower head off. You stab it in the head of a zombie, and the blood drains out. Pretty funny to watch. But, I mean, most of them aren't really that useful, so, Also, notice we are making drinks here. We haven't done this in a very long time, because whatever. So different items mixed together make different things. We made a painkiller by just mixing beer with beer. Foamy beer. This is a repellent, actually. You drink it and it'll keep the zombies away, I believe. Which is kind of funny, because if you notice, the ingredients were beans and alcohol. Basically, you're keeping them away by having gas. Yeah. Also, I'm not really sure why his fish was in like half an inch of water. Maybe it floated downstream? I don't know. But, Chuck can pick up and eat that entire fish just raw. Ew. One thing I don't like about the Silver Strip is you're looking at the screen here and you're seeing basically the bottom 80% of it is just sidewalk. So you see some flashing lights, but you never actually get experience of the, like, all this stuff. It's alright, because I'm generally focusing on the zombies, but it makes for navigation being very hard. I get turned around all the time, because I don't know where the hell I am, because I don't recognize any of the landmarks. But, whatever. It's time for a cutscene.
Randall, my son, I think you should reconsider what...
Randy! Father, call me Randy. Get on with it!
Do you... Randy, take this woman,
I do, Father. I do. Oh. Don't worry, honey. The other ones didn't mean anything to me. Just remember to say I do. You wanted me to wait until I was married? Well, I'm not waiting anymore. Oh, I knew I wouldn't die virgin. Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait. Cut to the end, Dad. Cut to the end. Cut to the end.
if anyone knows of any reason why these two should not be joined in union, speak now, or forever hold your... Oh, thank God! Help us! Help us!
You're trying to ruin the happiest day of our lives?
Alright, and this is Randy. He is Randy, and he is going to try to kill you. Yet again, another very Goonie character. Randy can be very easy to play, or rather fight, or it can be very hard. Also, I just noticed the furry tail in the back that makes me laugh. If you try to just fight him head-on, he's gonna completely wreck your shit. Because the chainsaw is very strong and he tends to knock you back very hard, so it's unpleasant. However, what we're going to do is we're going to shoot him in that pig there. He's going to fall on his knees, and then we're going to snack him around. And if you do that repeatedly, he will go down no problem at all, as long as you brought along some healing items, or you're decent with the roll button, which I am not quite done yet. See? Just like that. So we'll take him down, and everything will be fine. Yeah, I gotta say, I do like the design that they put in, the thought they put into the characters. Because, I mean, a lot of them, they almost sound, I wouldn't want to say realistic, but they're not just like, they have almost human responses, like Slappy went crazy because of his first date in the world, and he lost it. This guy went crazy because, you know, he's a... Good God. Some want power, some want... I guess control, whatever you call the same thing. But they have what they want, or they just want to hurt people. So, it's pretty effective, I think. I like it. And now down he goes. And I give him achievements. Thank you, Xbox Live.
so good together. Our wedding night would have been so...
You may now kiss the bride.
And that kid is called Karma. So yeah, look at this terrible, creepy thing in the corner. I think if you eat the spoiled food, you kind of get sick, but like if you drink too much, but we're not gonna try it out. I do feel bad about his dad though, you know. Such a careless way to die. Kinda reminds me of Silent Hill for some reason. Oh, Silent Hill Homecoming, that's what it reminds me of. Oh god. I ain't even supposed to admit I even played that game, although I did like it. So, we have the bright purple, chainsaw. Pink, actually, sorry. This isn't symbolic at all. Absolutely not. Oh, really. I gave Danny the sniper rifle, but it turns out she doesn't actually do anything but run around and cry, so there really was no purpose of it. I think she fires it off once, and she forgets that she's supposed to be a damsel in distress, but aside from that, nothing at all. So I'm trying to figure out where the hell I'm supposed to go. Again, this place is so hard to navigate because it all looks the same. Even though there's so much stuff going on, it's just stuff. Oh, sorry, Danny. So I have to keep looking at the map to try to figure out where the safe room is, which is a pain. It's like if there was at least a let's go back to the safe room option on the little watch menu that you get the quest done, that'd be kind of cool. But as it stands, Oh, God, this lady. Come on, Danny, keep it up. The giant pink chainsaw, by the way, is about exactly the same as all the other chainsaws. I think it has a slightly longer reach, and it's a bit more durable, but aside from that, it has that one attack. It's sort of an upward thrust. There's we know what it stands for. But, yeah, you won't really do too much with it. The nice thing is that it does respawn at the wedding chapel if you want to go back and get it. A lot of the psychopath kill weapons will do that. Like the 6-shooter that you get later. Super powerful, and its response to a psychopath dying will always respawn back where it is. And then the couple swords and stuff like that, you'll see. So we're just running through. Chainsaw mostly is useful for just pushing people out of the way, because they do that weird little jiggly attack. But, yeah. It'd be a lot easier to use if it wasn't classified as a large weapon. Like, I don't know. The Defiler is a fire axe taped to a sledgehammer, and that seems to fit in your pocket, but a chainsaw, I guess not. But I guess they don't want it to be overpowered, right? Yeah, you guys as tired of seeing this section as I am? I think we've probably been down this path probably 60 times, maybe? Between running back and collecting items and dropping off survivors, because we have to drop them off every time. I like the corsage. So we've probably captured at least 20 survivors in single runs. Ah, the fire spitter. We will never use that.
Cool.
So we're gonna grab some orange juice. See if we can make some more materials. We actually can make a nectar, which we will do later. It's another one of those drinks you make in a blender, where if you drink it, it'll heal you, and then immediately spawn a queen. For those who don't remember, a queen is it's basically like an area attack, more like a hand grenade, but you take the queen, which is controlling the zombies, and you smash it on the ground, you stomp on it, and it kills all the zombies around you. That's kind of useful occasionally for like a last minute, oh god help me situation, but it's not really that reliable. I don't want to say reliable. It's not efficient, how about that? It's not worth the inventory space. But we can use it to make a wingman, which is something a bit different. Like a floating drone. But we have some time now, so we're gonna run over and do a bit of gambling, just to bring up our money. See, if you watch here, I picked up money in front of the slot machine, and then that is the one I put in, I believe it's 4 times, and you win every time. That's how you tell which machine you should be using. Of course, it's not exactly the most efficient method of making money. It's reliable, yes, but you only get $300 per spin. Even with the top tier magazine for gambling, you only get about 600, I believe, so we'll show that a little bit later. So it's like, money isn't really that necessary, it's more so if you just want to grind out it to get the cars or whatever, but you can get quite a boost if you do that, what we just did right there. Note that the hack doesn't actually do anything, as we're showing you there. But if you smack them after you put the money in, you do get about $1,000, so it can also work. It also degrades your weapon, so, you know, take it as you will. But right now, we're really just burning time, because, we don't really have any other thing to do. But hey, look at that! Something brand new. Come on, Chuck. It's not polite to just let it sit. I thought these things could be jumped up on, but apparently not. So we're just gonna make some more painkillers. Actually, in this case, we're making a nectar, I believe. Yep. So like I said before, nectar, drink it, refills your health, and you get a free queen bee, which is nice. When you're not being treated apart by zombies. I just keep doing that for some reason. We are going to make another painkiller as well, just because they're very, very effective at just healing overall. The orange juice is one of the better healing items because it does heals quite a bit, but if you can swing a painkiller, then it also does the damage reduction as well. Unfortunately, the painkiller that we made the first time seems to have rolled into the level geometry, so we need to go make a new one. So we're all kitted out, and let's go see what we need to do. We'll rescue a lady at a golf place. You know, those little interior golfing range things. So, just a basic survivor mission. Oh, what's this? New item. Tenderizers. There actually are 2 kinds of fist-fighting gloves. There's the boxing gloves, which you can use with the Bowie knife to make the fairly effective knife gloves. We just haven't really done that because I haven't seen a Bowie knife in a while. I don't know. There must probably somewhere around here. And then there's the MMA gloves, which are basically just pads wrapped on your hand, which we will be using. So boxing gloves and... where are they? There we are, MMA gloves. The defiler was pretty broken anyways, so, you know, we'll try something else. Yeah, MMA, it's, you know, it's the whole, like, oh, we're gonna take every single martial arts and we're gonna put them in an arena together and fight, even though it's probably just staged as the boxing is. Sorry, not boxing, wrestling. But whatever. I mean, it's basically boxing, just a little bit more homoerotic. Just saying.
Let's do this.
So we get a quick 1, 2, 3 punch, and then a constant single punch for the holding down combo card attack. If I hadn't mentioned that before, the combo cards, they you can build anything from the start, but you need a combo card that you get by leveling up or seeing a poster or whatever to actually use a secondary attack. So, like the nail bat, for example, you can probably just swing it and it'll make the damage, although you know how to make that from the start. But you need the combo card to do the fancy pushing and smacking the head thing. So, these are pretty effective though. I mean, they're not as good as the boxing gloves, but they get the job done for just slaughtering your regular zombies. So, I'm just gonna grab a quick snack. Luckily, the survivor's right near here, so we don't need to trek halfway across the map to actually find her, which is very, very convenient. And there's a sports store. We haven't really been in these very often, so it's just a place where you can just go to find balls and baseball bats and all that kind of stuff that you really can't make into anything, so you will never use it. We don't come in here a whole lot. Unfortunately, Little Miss Luz is going to get hit quite a bit because I'm not very good at aiming at just the zombies, it seems. But, sorry, lady.
Not on your life.
We were kind of talking, lady. Jesus. Alright, now let's take Luz back to the safe house.
Stick with me.
Once she gets her ass moving. Come on, there we go.
Stick close.
I like Luz. She, you know, taking charge, just smacking people around with the baseball club, or golf club. She's authoritative. Yeah.
Keep moving.
Yet another instance of me trying to go remember where the hell I'm supposed to be going to get to the safe room because they don't give you a marker, which it's like there is something to be said about having you remember your own thing. I mean, games didn't used to have markers and you got around them just fine, but I will not apologize for being dependent on them because they've been in every game and pretty much 90% of this game. Because it's a lot easier, especially in something that has such a gigantic map that's so just hectic and confusing. Even though it is just a gigantic circle, it's easy to lose yourself in the circle. Either that I just have really bad direction finding skills, and either one is entirely possible. Well, let's drag Luz back and get a nice another package of PP. Yeah, it's just what you need to really kickstart your golfing career is a mass murdering spree in Zombieland. So, we are kind of just in a interim space here. There are certain points during the game, if you've been quickly doing the objectives and not screwing around, which you can or cannot do, you end up with spaces in between the missions, and not just like you have to do this other mission but you're putting it off because of reasons. We literally don't really have anyone we can go rescue right now. A couple of tiny guys around the map, sure, but they wouldn't tell you where they are, so it is something you have to stumble across, or cheat your way through with the wiki, one, too. And of course this game does have a wiki, everything has a wiki anymore. I mean, God knows I've been using quite a bit during this LP, simply because I can't remember all of the small arbitrary stuff that they've been scattered around the entire place. I do remember some of the Zombrex locations, but that's about it. Hey, look, a new thing. What's... Oh, we have to go back to the safe house. Oh, wonderful. Oh, God. So we gotta go back and talk to Stuart for like 5 seconds, and then we turn around and go back out again. It was basically all there is to it. So it's just a matter of wasting time. Luckily, we didn't get that too far away from the safe house. If I'd been on the other side of the map, that might have been a bit more of an issue. Although we don't have to, like, take too much time to do it. I'm not really sure what happens if you fail Stuart's scheme mission, actually, because the idea behind it is that Stuart is trying to incite a mutiny, and unlike most of them, except for the case files and Katie, they're all pretty much optional. I don't know what happens if you fail Stuart's, though. I wonder if it fails you outright because they all mutiny and kicked you out. Yeah, remind you, this is the guy who you found smashing slot machines for money. Just bear that in mind. An honest man, yes, of course. Good one, Chuck. I love the little animation. What are you talking about? To be fair, Chuck is kind of sick and twisted. I mean, he's carrying around MMA gloves with nails sticking to it. Just because they're zombies doesn't mean that's right, Chuck. Crazy bastard. Come on, Stuart. There we go. Mutiny averted. 10,000 whole PP. So yeah, that was just a waste of time. Ah, God. So now we get to just go out and try to screw around until the next case comes along, so let's go kill some zombies. I mean, we're at 967 kills right now. I wonder how high we can get it. I don't know. This area is just weird because not the area, the timeline. It's normally you would think that you always have something going on, which would be ideal, especially because you're supposed to be frantically running around trying to save everyone. But I guess they want to give you some time to recuperate, and they do come within 1 or 2 minutes of the original, but whatever. It is kind of funny because if you look at it in a certain sense, Chuck really is pretty insane. Like, he's running through... If it was something like he was trying to use just a regular baseball bat because these zombies try to kill him, self-defense, that would be different. But he's really just wrecking their shit. He's, like, driving over them with cars and putting surfbot masks covered with razor blades on top of his head, and he's really enjoying that no matter what grim determination he's trying to portray. In that sense, he is kind of a crazy man. Which I find interesting, because determined dad trying to save daughter from zombies is okay, it's serviceable, but I don't know. Here you see me trying to find the place I'm trying to go to, and I'm on the wrong side of the map. But, I mean, most games are about, you know, this kind of thing. Character drama. Horror games are especially good about this. It's really their only good feature. And quickly, we're gonna do this. What fun. Yeah, it's a little ball game you can play. If you get it long enough and hard enough, then you are able to break enough hinges and roll around in it, I believe. But I wasn't going to fill up my hard drive trying to use up the Fraps footage to actually solve it, and most of our money, so whatever. We can just do that later, if we do it. Although the funny thing is, it isn't really that hard. You just have to hold down the button rather than what I was doing originally that you didn't see, where I was trying to tap it or just press it and that wasn't working. But you just hold down the button and you win the game. But I don't know. I'm really bad at WASD controls when it comes to the QuickTime events. I'm fine on controllers, except for Xbox. I'm bad at that. But I don't know. I'm just so reflexive. And here we have the nectar we just drank. Grabbed a queen, and off we go. This is a really good way of making queens. Normally you have to like smack open this one particular zombie you see in a crowd, and out pops a queen and all kinds of that kind of stuff, and whatever. It's not worth the time. But you get free health when you're drinking nectar, so whatever. Turn that orange juice into something useful. And here is Janus. Janus. Janus is such a douchey name. I apologize to any Januses out there. It's not your fault, it's your parents' fault. So Janus is going to come help us. No, wait, no, he's going to look after himself. And he's ignoring the gigantic fist of rage that we have so that he can just... I hate this guy, I really do. So we have to go hunt down a gun to save him with. We don't even need to use it, we just need to have it in our inventory. So yeah, we're gonna try to, by the way, 1,000 zombies. Ooh. And beer hat's just a health item, it's not really that useful. It's a little bit easier to do things. But we're going to try to hack open these ATMs, and watch how fast the hacker goes down. Really quickly. Not that useful. Just find a little bug there where if you try to drive and go forward before you actually get into the car completely, then you just take off. Your camera stays where it is, but you keep moving. Oh, urgent, urgent. What is it, Chuck? Chuck, it's urgent. What is it saying? Chuck, Chuck.
Yeah?
Oh, Rebecca. Whatever. First we're gonna do some gambling, because back here behind the stage here, or bar rather, is... Oh man, that was Zombrex. Like we don't have no Zombrex already. Anyways, here's the magazine. So what this does, Gambling 3, it effectively doubles the amount of money you get out of the, whatever gambling thing that is, so those cash grabbing machines or the slot machines or whatever. It's not bad. It's good for if you have a lot of free time, which you don't always do, but if you need money desperately, it's a pretty good way to make money. So we're gonna play a few games. Just like before, we're gonna stand in front of the ones that have the money in front of them and just put in money 5 times. Or just smash them. There you go. So yeah, we're just gonna put in money a few times. It's a decent way to make money if you have a lot of free time, but money doesn't really have a lot of uses is the problem. There's a couple of instances where you need a lot of money all at once, like millions of dollars. But piece by piece, you only use them for the shops, and whatever you can find in the shop, you can find out in the wild. Oh god, gambling, gambling, gambling your life away, Chuck. Your kid is dying very slowly. You know, Chuck, if you had just done this rather than having to go on a stupid show, you'd be able to just swim around in Zombrex. I don't know. By the way, if it wasn't apparent earlier, Zombrex, what we've been giving Katie, is ridiculously expensive, so that's why they go to such lengths to get the money for it. And we're gonna kill a security guy to get his gun, and then we're off to save what's-his-face, the douchey guy with the stupid haircut. Oh, did I say that out loud? Sorry. But yeah, Zombrex, stupidly expensive, and... oh god, it's... I don't think there's a set price for it, per se, like in universe, but it has to be... at least a few $100s a dose. You need to take a dose every day, so, you know... yeah, it's a lot of money. Zombrex was actually developed in response to the effects of Dead Rising 1. Politicians and famous people had to get, not zombified after they got bit. But it's made by the Phenotrans group, I believe. And they are, the typical big money, big drug, blah 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 kind of thing. So, yeah, they're the bad guys. I mean, in a general sense. They're like Microsoft back in 2001. Also, I'm gonna make an awesome weapon. Yeah. How Chuck managed to get 2 chainsaws out of 1 chainsaw, I have no idea. But, maybe he's just magic like that. He is Chuck Green. This is actually a pretty cool weapon. It's kind of not as durable as I would like, but it has some pretty good crowd clearing capabilities. A little bit better than the chainsaw itself. So it's also classified as a heavy weapon, so it's kind of... It's slow, it's powerful, but it's slow, and you have to have it out all the time because it's a heavy weapon, so, whatever. It has a basic attack like that. I believe you can get someone on the backswing, but I haven't actually managed to do it. Yeah, demonstrate it at least in this sense. Alright, jackass, come on. See, it sounds like Jane is asking for the gun there. But no.
Negative.
He's just gonna be a jackass. You have 2 hands, Janus. He could just shoot the gun with the other hand. I know that Chuck Green is all about safety as he drags along this chainsaw boat paddle thing, but firing one-handed I think he's gonna worry too much about. So where are we going? The wrong way, that's where. Why? Because I don't know where I'm going. It's so confusing. We're gonna go to Royal Plaza. Did you guys enjoy that? Because I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that quite a bit. Oh, I love this game. Just so stupidly irreverent. So we have, on the wake of our little saw thing, we got some gems and a flashlight. Now, for you science majors out there, I wonder what a gems and flashlight can do. Absolutely nothing. Why would we even combine them? I mean, seriously, it's just the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Really, Chuck, you're really reaching at this time. I mean, the paddle saw was weird enough, but seriously, what are you even gonna do? What? Yes, sir. A laser sword. We somehow made a lightsaber out of a bunch of gems and a flashlight. Just don't ask questions. The funny thing is, watch the blade as I pull it out a few times. It actually changes colors from blue to purple to red and back. Also, screw this gun.
Yes.
Let me get some sweet headshots and then get rid of it. Also, apparently I can't do sweet headshots. There you go, Jack.
Keep close.
This is actually where you've not noticed this before. This is the psychopath we're going to be doing next, but not right now. That's for a little bit later. Right now, we're going to take Janus back to the safe room and show off our freaking sweet lightsaber that defies every common sense and piece of physics you can possibly imagine. I mean, seriously, it's a lightsaber powered by D batteries. Or whatever the giant round one they put in those gigantic mag lights. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, we have a blue one now. We're a good guy again. And purple, because Chuck is feeling fabulous. And that's it. Back to the MMA. Sorry guys, you'll see it in action next time. Come on, Janus. Yeah, whatever. Money. Nice, Janus. Go buy yourself better sunglasses. Alright, for now, I'll see you guys later.